Hi, welcome back. It's Rebecca Packard, and I wanted to help you to really make the most out of each and every day. We all need to show up in the world, right? And a lot of the times we forget that you have to feel well to perform well. You have to be in a good emotional space to move forward and to be the most productive that you possibly can. So a lot of the times you'll hear from people that they have different situations happening in workspaces or with their boss or with their spouse or with their family. And really, this is a mirror of your silent vibrational conversation. Are you being met with a lot of aggression? Are you being met with a lot of hostility? Or are you being met with joy and welcoming comments? A lot of the times we have been programmed in everyday life to push our emotions to the side, and really we're doing ourselves a huge disservice when we do this, because our silent vibrational conversation really doesn't take into effect anything. Not our words, not our body language. It just sends out this conversation into the universe about how we truly feel at the core. How are we really showing up in the world? And it is sending that message whether we're speaking the words or not. And so I want to help you to change this conversation. I want to help you to create balance in this conversation. And I want to empower you in utilizing the silent vibrational conversation that you're having with the world around you to create calm in every day, to create a more loving relationship with the people around you, to create a happier work environment and a happier home environment, right? When we look at our emotional space, a lot of people say, oh, well, I go to work and I shut that off. You can't. It doesn't work like that. Yes, people say, oh, well, I can box that up and put it away. Yes, you can to an extent, but at some point these things are going to spill over. So what if you just gave yourself the opportunity to process your emotions so that you weren't stuck in one space? What if you gave yourself simple tools and functions that you could tap into each and every day to create stability, to create balance, to create a fluid conversation with yourself and the world around you, to have your world actually reflect what you want back to you? Talk about empowerment, right? So how do we do this? I'm going to take you through 3 different steps, and they're very simple, and some people might say, well, this is too easy, but it's this simple, which is mind-blowing to me why more people don't do it. So first we want to identify. We want to look, what are we feeling? How are we feeling? So many people are numb to their own emotions. They are very reactive to the world around them, which means that they're taking on the emotions of everything outside of them, and they're actually not tuning into their own emotions. So where is your emotional now? What's your current emotional state? And I want you to be honest with yourself. Don't fib. If you don't know, then you don't know, and that's okay. And if you do know, make sure that it's honest, because sometimes when we're happy and we're productive, that's a coping mechanism. It's you coping to get through. And if that's the case, it's fine. Coping mechanisms are fine, but be honest. Instead of saying, oh, I'm a 10, I'm fine, no worries. I'm a 5, I'm in the middle, I'm not bad, but I'm not great, and I definitely could use some work. Honestly, whether you're a 10 or a 1, I do this every single day. I utilize this every single day. Why? Because I'm running a business, because I'm running a household, because I have 2 kids under the age of 10, because I have a busy life. And so I want to make sure that I am always in connection with my emotions, in the driver's seat of my emotional state, because what we focus on grows. What we are putting out is what we get back, right? And when we are all over the place, or when we're creating chaos, or when we've lost sight of the bigger picture, that's when all these other things come into play, and they can really put us off track, and they can really take us from having an amazing day to having a not that great day, right? So Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? If you're a 1, maybe you're stuck, you're depressed, you're disconnected. That's okay. It's not about not recognizing it and then pushing through it, because that's what we've been doing wrong this whole time, is trying to just get to the bottom of things and push right through it. We'll be strong. That's fantastic. Be as strong as you want. The strongest people deal with their emotions, and the strongest people connect with their emotions so they can heal their wounded spaces, so they can empower themselves to then empower their families to not create addictive cycles, to not create bad habits, to not continue with a cycle of disconnection and not anything you want repeating, right? Okay, so maybe you're a 10, and that's fantastic. You're in peace, you're happy, you're productive, you're doing all the things, and life is great. Wonderful. So figure out where you are on that scale. Let's take a second. And really, maybe that means that you sit down, take a few breaths, and really sit there. Okay? Number 2, what are we going to do? We're going to evaluate this, and then we're going to redirect, okay? So whether you're a 1 or a 10, it's always the same in how we redirect. We're going to lean into a tool. For me, I use tapping, emotion freedom tapping. I use emotion code and body code. I use meditation, journaling. I use all of these tools because I know they work, because they're tried and true, and because they are foundational tools for tuning in and becoming emotionally stable and balanced in your life. These help you to create that stability, that empowerment, and to really support your amygdala, okay? When we're looking at our emotional state, a lot of people will walk around in life and say, my emotions are my emotions, and that's fantastic, that's great, whatever. However, our emotions are created by different organs. Our emotions are run by different hormones. Our emotions are being let out into the world on a 2,000-year-old program and system that still believes that we need to protect ourselves from lions, and that's not where we live today. That's not how we show up in the world today. Yes, there are situations where you do need to be put into fight or flight, but if you're sitting down and you're watching Game of Thrones, you don't need to be in fight or flight on the couch. However, your subconscious, unconscious, does not recognize that that's TV. Yes, your conscious mind goes, oh, this is entertainment. But your subconscious mind believes you are in a dangerous situation and responds so. And so the more you see that turning out, are you somebody who's a huge fan of violent games or violent movies or different things like that? Yeah, those things can be entertainment, but at the same time, it's a program system that's setting you up to be releasing hormones and chemicals into your body and through your organs that are telling your brain to be in constant fight or flight. So you are more aggressive, you are showing up in the world. You might be completely still, you might be in fawn, and you might be constantly busy. Are you constantly needing to do? You're in flight mode. So utilizing a tool to redirect, to calm down that amygdala, to take back your emotional space and to reset so you can refocus and move forward is amazing. It's like having your own magic wand. And now number 3 is leading by example. When we show up to do this, everyone around us gets that silent nod that it's okay. They get that, oh, you're taking care of this, I can take care of this too. They also get a change in how they're going to show up for you, because you're now changing that silent vibrational conversation that you're having with everyone around you. When you start to utilize different tools, when you start to shift that conversation, when you start to say, oh, don't worry, we don't need to be in fight or flight, our energy in the room is calmer. Our energy in life is generally calmer. Our ability to sleep well is better. Our ability to communicate with the world around us is better. The conversations we have are better. The connections with the humans around us are better. Okay? Because We're now in a conversation of empowerment. We are now in a conversation of stability. We are now in a conversation of it's okay, we're safe. And that is extremely powerful. So when you think about this in the space of you in your home or you in your workspace, knowing a few tools that you can wake up each and every day and implement to help you create calm in the chaos of life is kind of like having your own superpower. If you're interested in learning more about tools, if you're interested in learning the tools, I want you to click the description below so that you can get a direct link to see more about these tools and how you can implement them and how I can walk you through them to show you it's so easy and it takes less than 10 minutes a day and you can really change your whole life. Okay? So have a fantastic day. I look forward to working more with you and for helping you share these tools to create calm in the chaos of life. Okay?